Stop in the Name of Pants. Fab New Confessions of Georgia Nicolson. Written and read by Louise Rennison. A note from Georgia. Dear chums, chumettes, and, chumly-wumlies, I write to you from my bed of pain. Once again, I have exhausted myself with creativitosity, writing Stop in the Name of Pants. I'm having to lie down with a cup of tea and a curly-whirly. But that is how very much I care about you all, my little pallies. I am a fool to myself, I know. I ask only one thing in return, and that is this. All of you must dance the Viking Disco Hornpipe Extravaganza in classrooms and recreation facilities throughout the world. It doesn't matter if there are only 2 or 3 of you. Just stand up proudly, get your horns and paddles out, and dance. Loads and loads of deep love. Georgia. Kiss, kiss, kiss. P.S. Some of you don't know what the Viking Disco Hornpipe Extravaganza is, do you? P.P.S. Please don't tell me you didn't know that Vikings had discos. P.P.P.S. Or that they shouted, Horn! P.P.P.P.S. For those of you who haven't bothered to keep up with my diaries because you are just too busy, I have put instructions for the dance at the back near the glossary. P.P.P.P.P.S. What have you been too busy doing? P.P.P.P.P.S. I suppose you have been too busy to even know what the having the hump scale is as well. P times 7S. So I have included that at the back too. My so-called friend Jazz, who has the hump pretty much all of the time, would be at number 4 with you by now, cold shoulderosity work. P times 8S. I really love you and do not mind that you are lazy minxes. That is your special charm. Pip pip. Kiss. Deep in the forest of red bottomosity. Saturday, July the 30th. Camping fiasco. 11:30 p.m. In my tent of shame. Again. The rest of my so-called pals are still out in the woods with the lads, and I've crept back to the campsite alone-y. I can hear snoring from Miss Wilson's tent, and also Herr Kameyer's. I bet there'll be a deputation of voles coming along shortly to complain that they can't get any sleep because of the racket. 11:32 p.m. I'm going to forget about everything and just go to sleep in my lovely sleeping bag on the lovely soft ground. Not. It's like sleeping on an ironing board, and I do know what that is like, actually. 11:33 p.m. I said coming on this school camping trip would be a fiasco of a sham, and I was not wrong. 11:34 p.m. I was right. 11:35 p.m. Wonder what the others are doing. 11:36 p.m. Anyway, the main thing is that I am now officially the girlfriend of a love god, and therefore I've put my red bottom behind me with a firm hand. I will never again be found wandering lonely as a clud into the cake shop of love, or picking up some other eclair or tart or fondant fancy. Ditto Eccles cakes and spotty dick, or shut up, brain. 11:37 p.m. So, speaking as the official girlfriend of a love god who has put my red bottom behind me with a firm hand and who will never be wandering around looking for extra cakes, can someone tell me this? How in the name of God's pantyhose have I ended up snogging Dave the Laugh, also known as Dave the Tart? 2 minutes later. Oh, Goddy God, God. And let us face facts. It wasn't just a matey type snog, you know, not a, it's all right, mate, I'm just a mate accidentally snogging another mate sort of snog. It was, frankly, and to get to the point and not beat around the what's-it, a whoa snogging situation. 30 seconds later. In fact, it was defo number 4 and about to be number 5. 4 seconds later. Anyway, shut up, brain, I must think. Now is not the time for a rambling trip to Rambleland. Now is the time to put my foot down with a firm hand and stop snogging my knocked boyfriend Dave the Laugh. 1 minute later. I mean, I'm practically married to Masimo the love god. 10 seconds later. Well, give or take him actually asking me to marry him. 5 seconds later. And the fact that he's gone off to Pizza-a-gogo land on holiday and left me here in merry but dangerous England to fend for myself. Being made to go on stupid school camping trips with madmen, Miss Wilson and Herr Kameyer. He has left me here, wandering around defenceless in the wilderness near Ramsgate, miles away from the nearest top shop. 3 seconds later. And how can I...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?